lot that are broken all the way through this whole field. That line right there, if you check through that one, I think it's like right in here. There's about 8 or 10 of them that, like right in this area. They're all broken up.
They broke up. Well, that's not bad. That's not wood.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not calling. I've got to see damage to the shingle.
What is this? The seals are broken.
Those seals aren't damage to the shingle.
It is. It's supposed to be sealed down.
It might be.
That's nailed.
Broken tab. I don't consider damage. Fine.
When you say I don't, do you mean the policy or do you mean you personally?
I do not see direct physical damage to the shingle. That's not direct physical damage.
The wind, if the wind breaks the seal on the shingle, the bond, factory bond, voids the warranty on the shingle, that's not damage.
No.
The grade, that's nailed. So you're saying it's not damage if the wind breaks the seals on the shingle?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's based on?
My experience, my education.
But my point is it's damage. I mean, you read the policy, right? So you have to put
definitely. Direct physical damage.
So you have to put the claim back to what it was pre-loss.
Yeah.
Pre-loss, it wasn't damaged. They didn't lift up, so they were sealed together.
I don't know that.
Well, I mean, can you prove against it?
Against it?
It doesn't. I mean, I'm proving the damage. I'm showing you the damage.
I don't see the damage you're talking about. I see some broken tabs, and that is nowhere near wind damage. Wind damage to the shingle, like creaks missing shingles. If you don't like, you can call my manager if you don't.
Yeah, I mean,
agree. That's fine with me. I don't care.
I mean, the manufacturers, once the seal breaks, once the bond breaks, the warranty's gone.
So it has something to do with the manufacturer.
Well, it's also something to do with
the installer. The installer didn't do that.
Well, it's also the fact that it's not pre-loss. You got to get it back to pre-loss. You're not doing that.
There's no damage.
There's shingles all the way down here that are lifted up.
Okay.
The seals are broken.
I don't have anything else to say about this.
See the hill thing? It's small, but there's some chalk. It was some darker color. Yeah, because the policy states it has to get back. Look at it, back to pre-storm condition. That one's nailed. Look at it. You think that's the way it was before the wind?
Could have been.
Could have been. That's how, it could have been.
I'm not debating this with you anymore. I do not see direct physical damage to the shingles from wind. Broken seals, and that's something we consider. If I can find some wind damage, some legit wind damage, I'll write it up, man. That's what I'm here for. But you're not going to convince me broken seals are wind damage.
So even with a technical department from GAS saying it still wouldn't consider that. You wouldn't consider that wind or damage.
Nope. No. We've had engineers out 100 times to do this exact same thing. And they all say no.
Yeah, the Texas just got sued. They just passed a law on it from the Department of Insurance saying it is. I can show it to you. I got it in my truck if you want to see it. You don't care about the actual policy coverage? Well, I'm telling you what's covered under the... I wouldn't be here if it wasn't covered. It's covered under the policy. I review the policies. I look at you. So you just mark the only two with where you see the no nails, and all the other ones where there's nails you don't mark.
I'll look at it. I mean, if there's nails in them, what's the point? All right, well, I'm going to go look up hailstorms and see if it's within their policy. Hey, we're going to settle. We're making a decision right now. We're settling on the front. We're not settling on the back. We don't believe it's hail damage, but we'll send an engineer out.
The engineer's not licensed or qualified. An
engineer is certainly qualified.
How are they? They're not.
They're forensic engineers.
They're not legally allowed to read the policy. They can't interpret that coverage at all.
I'll interpret all the coverage. They'll send me a damage report, whether it's.
But how can do you give them criteria to look for?
I tell them wind and hail.
But what's the definition of wind that they're looking for? Is it based on the? I mean, do you tell them the definition in the policy?
I don't tell them anything. I say go out there and see if there's wind or hail on the back slope. If so.
But how do you do that? I mean, how do they?
I go on the internet and there's a submit a project, and I go in there and submit a project and put the claim number and address and all that stuff in.
Okay.
And I'll put your phone number in there with them, and then they're going to call and set up a time to come out. They're going to come out and inspect it.
Here's my question. The engineer comes out to inspect it. He goes up there to determine whether there's wind damage based on his definition. Has nothing to do with the policy definition. So he's gonna send you back his definition. He's gonna come and say, well, based on my definition of wind damage, I don't think there is. Like, what's the difference between that and sending like my grandmother up there to look at it?
Okay. So you're okay with not covering the back? I don't need to send an engineer?
No. I'm saying that.
Do you want me to send an engineer?
I mean, the engineer's not relevant.
You want me to send? Okay. So you do not want an engineer?
I'm not saying I don't want. I'm not turning down the engineer. If you want to send an engineer, send an engineer.
I don't want to send an engineer. It's not damage.
It is damage. You're just not interpreting damage based on the policy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that is not wind damage by any means of the word wind damage. By any definition of wind damage, by any engineer I've had out over 15 years.
Do you have an email so I can send you some documentation saying that you're wrong, showing that you're wrong? Is there email on your card?
Yeah, it's on there.
I'll tell you what.
But I'm going to go ahead and send an engineer. I'm not debating this with you anymore. It's either you're going to accept an engineer or you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I'll accept it, but okay. I mean, there's no question whatsoever that that's wind damage.
Yeah, if there was no question, I'd be writing it up as coverage. Well, but there's obviously a question.
Well, because
you're not past the definition.
You're not. But you're creating a definition that's not in the policy.
All right, have a good day.
You're creating a definition. You can't write your own definitions. Based off your facts, not the policy facts. The policy facts say that if pre-loss condition, it had a warranty. After the wind, it doesn't have a warranty. I'll send you the information.